Well, I wanted to get some advice. Um, so when I was younger, I'm 26 now, but when I was younger, around 2021, I was on Tinder and I was dating because when I was younger, I had this goal to find a sugar daddy. Like that's not an old creepy sugar daddy, but just like an older gentleman that would help me out financially. And from 20 to 26, I kind of evolved a little bit more. Like I'm more like an entrepreneur. Like I'm actually working in private equity. And I've been on my own for a while, but I feel like recently, like my dad passed, it's 3 years now. It's been hitting me that like that was my person and I don't really have much of a support system. But it's like I haven't had support this whole time. You know what I mean? But for some reason it's just hitting differently. And I think I'm ready for like a relationship where a guy is actually helping me grow.
So many women these days, young women at that, want sugar daddies. Like they want men to literally give them money, like pay their rent, buy them a car, do all these things. But I don't know if we have enough men out there who are willing to do that. I don't know if we have enough men who have the money. There may be many men who have the money. They're not. But let's say we have so many guys who have the money. Are they really willing to do that? I don't know. But there's more and more women asking that they want men to come in and pay for their lifestyles.
And ironically, recently I moved to New York because before I was in Charlotte when I was dating, and the first guy that I went on a date with, I ran into in New York. He's actually a banker, so he's in the same industry that I'm like working in, and he's actually like active, like dating with a purpose, like he's looking for a wife. When we and him first met, his wife actually had passed giving birth, so he had lost like his whole family. Yeah, so it wasn't good time, and I was actually really young too. Like I wasn't ready for him. I was like one of them. I was listening to like all the little rap songs, you know. Yeah, I was one of them, you
Being
know.
21, just being 21.
Yeah. So it's like now I'm more mature, and I'm like, okay, I see this going somewhere, but it's like I can't really remember why we stopped talking. I want him to kind of help with my business a little bit, like just help it grow. But I don't want
Help it grow means I wanted him to give me money so that I can buy some supplies.
to. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
So how long have you guys been talking?
We've had three conversations now. We schedule calls, so every Monday at 7 p.m. we talk. Is that weird?
Girl, that's very weird. Is he in a relationship or remarried?
I don't think so. I think well, I told him I'm not looking for a relationship because I'm focused on my business right now.
Girl, you got somebody. If he's scheduling a call every Monday at 7, that's definitely something.
Nobody. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm not that emotionally involved, so it don't hurt. It's just more so like, okay, that's what he's doing.
Okay, well, if he hasn't told you, you don't I guess you don't know if he's married or in a relationship, because I'm sure he just hasn't said anything. I'm just assuming, right? But what is the conversations like when you do tell him about your business or you're going out to lunch or you drop a glass slipper? What is he saying?
Well, he's very supportive. Like he gives me a lot of feedback, but you know, in my world, I'm always on LinkedIn, so I'm used to guys get like he gives me the same advice that the guys I speak to on LinkedIn
But she
gives
wants
me.
money.
But it's like with him knowing that I know he has goals of dating me, I feel like his advice should be a little bit more like action oriented. But
Action.
he's not in New
Did you guys catch that? She said his advice should be more action oriented. He should give her money. That's what she wants.
York though. He's in Charlotte, and he comes here because for business when he's working at wherever he works. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't sound like, if you're on that type of time and if he's on that type of time, it doesn't sound like it just sounds more like an emotional support buddy.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what it seems like. If he hasn't asked you, hey Clover, I know you're young. Do you need anything? And he's much older than you, right?
he's 12 years older than me.
Yeah. So if he's much older, he's scheduling calls. I'm assuming there's someone else in the picture.
Hmm.
And I guess you guys are just there for emotional support to have combos.
So she's 26. He's 12 years older. Still 38. That's not much older. I don't think, unless he has money like that, that doesn't sound like a sugar daddy to me. That sounds like a guy, of course, she's a good looking woman. That just sounds like a guy. He may have a little bit of money, but the fact that she's asking for action, that means he's not giving her money yet. Sounds like, it's just an older guy who is just talking to a good looking woman and that's it. But it doesn't sound to me like he's a sugar daddy yet.
Because for
No.
the 6 days out of the week, he can't speak to you. So technically, there's nothing there. You guys are just talking every Monday just to say, hey, what's going on? All right, everything's good. Give me advice. Bye. You could get that here.
Right. I mean, when you hearing you say it, it gives a whole different perspective because in my mind, I'm like, so outside of him, just dating in general, when do you feel like it's too soon to request something? Because I kind of feel like in our day and age, I don't really have time for the 4 to 5 month period of, oh, I want to get to know you first. And then, like, I
What do
don't
you
have
mean
time.
request? What do you mean request? Like ask for money?
Like, not even ask for money, but like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm over the dinner stage. Like, I don't want to go to dinner. I want to go to the mall because it's like, what we
Okay,
gonna
well, if you want to go to
She wants to go to the mall on the first date. Yo, they're out here looking for you, sugar daddy. So if some of you guys have the money, you know, you got some sugar babies out here waiting for you.
the mall on the first day, I'm keeping it real. That's going to give off escort. That's going to give off prostitute. That's going to give that off immediately.
Yeah.
If I'm being very blunt with you, that's what that's going to get off. If you're on that type of time, sure.
It's just that guys, they be all on you, on the first date. And so that's why I kind of feel like, okay, well, since you rushing that, let's go ahead and rush this.
She wants the money.
Yeah, it's not. Let me say this for everybody watching.
So she wants the money, the guys want the pum pum. So she's like, if you're gonna rush me trying to get the pum pum, you might as well spend first. She wants to do business real quick. Let's hear what the advice she's gonna get.
It's not materialistic. If you're meeting a stranger for the first time and the first thing you're asking out of your mouth is take me to Chanel, that means this is transactional, right? I'm not saying you can't get the goods. I'm not saying that. But if you're doing that when you meet them off the bat, hello, hi, my name is, take me to here, that means it's transactional.
I mean, it's always transactional. I get what she's trying to say, but it's always transactional because clearly she's giving advice to girls or to women to find sugar daddies. So at the end of the day, whether they go to the mall on the first date, on the 10th date, it's transaction. We're going to be honest. The girls want the money. The sugar daddy wants some sugar.
Well, let's call a thing a thing right now. Let's just call a thing a thing.
So what do you think is a good time period to wait? Like, not to necessarily ask, but where you think it's appropriate to start saying, like, so like you said, start alluding to like, okay, I want this. Because it's not even just about shopping. Like, sometimes it's about, I may want to travel, or I may want to, I just want you to offer something. Like, I just kind of feel like at some point a man is, like you said, they should be offering to start doing things. Like, when do you feel like it's appropriate to start expecting them to offer to do things?
Again, you can allude like I dropped my glass slipper, like I said, but you also have to think about who is it that I want to be? Do I want to be that girl? Let's keep it real. Look at me. Do I want to be that girl? Do I want to ask for money on the first date and bags on the first date? Is that how I want to live my life?
No.
I'm not saying, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, but is that your intention? That's what I really want you to think about.
No, it's not my intention. It's not my intention. It's just that men be all on you on the first date.
Because they know you want the money. So in their playing devil's advocate, right? If the men be all on you on the first date, they know you are there for the money. So sometimes they think that if you give me the sugar, if you give me the pum pum, I'm gonna give you some, sugar at the end of whatever we have going on. But I think in her mind, she's like, give me up front, and then maybe I can give you, some pum pum at the end of our date. But I think some guys go through issues where they may give the girl money and they never see her again. So I think that's why they be on her. It's like, okay, you really want this money? Show me something and then I'll give you the money. So I see how she's struggling, and not even just her. So many girls are struggling to contend with the fact that they don't want to date an average guy like me because I'm not going to give her money and take her shopping and do all those things, expensive dinner dates, right? And, they can make me wait for 3 months, right? But then the guy who's going to spend money on them wants it here and now. I mean, I got the money. Do you have the goods that I want? It's because it's transactional to them. So for her issue is she doesn't want to give it up right away. She thinks she's dating the normal people out here. and she's not.
You know what I mean? So I just be
What does all on you mean?
like, okay, I don't know about other people, but men be trying to have sex on the first date. Like they try to get you to come back to their house. They want kisses. They do a lot, and it's
Duh.
just like, okay, well,
Well, that means we're staying on a date too long, and like someone said, you don't have boundaries.
okay,
And we're drinking too much. We're having more than 2 drinks, more than 1 drink on the first date, and we're staying on a date too long. So that's
So sounds like these girls are trying to create relationships with sugar daddies. So they're trying to bring the same tactics they use in the normal dating scene and transfer it to sugar daddies to create relationships. And I don't think that's ever going to happen. He's called a sugar daddy for a reason. You want him to support your lifestyle, it comes with a consequence. So where you are going to make the normal guy, the average guy, wait 5, 10 dinner dates for you to be intimate, the sugar daddy wants it right away. He's going to give you your money, you're going to give him whatever he wants. They know that's what it comes with, but sounds like she doesn't know what she's confused.
that's giving him the impression that you're down.
oh,
We're having more than 1 drink. If we're staying there too long, if we're getting too comfortable, then yes, he's gonna think that okay, she's down.
so what's a good exit? Like, how do you exit out off the date early without, like, do you do the oh, my friend's calling, I have an emergency, I gotta go, or like, how do you?
Yeah, but it should be a time. If we're meeting at 7, let's say we go 7 to 8, right? 7 to 8:30. All right, the dinner's done. You get the check. It was so nice meeting you. Thank you for taking me out, or whatever it is that you say, and that's it. You wrap it up, and you have to go.
So you're trying to use them for free dinner dates. I mean, but her goal is money. Her goal is not dinner. That's why she said she's tired of dinner dates, because she's doing dinner dates with guys like me who don't have the hard cash to give her every time. So she wants the gifts and the cash on the first date. She's tired of dinner dates.
Okay,
Yeah, they're saying go out earlier, 6 o'clock. Yeah,
I'm gonna try that, and I'm gonna
breakfast. Go out for breakfast. Yeah.
and I'm gonna also update because I know you is other people that want to talk, but I'm gonna also update you too on this guy to see if it's true that he probably do have somebody. Because I figured that it's just he's busy because he's like working a full time, and plus he's still going to school to get his PhD. So I'm like, okay, I know that's busy because as an entrepreneur, I'm gonna be honest, like I'm always busy. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want to talk to him every day because
And let me also add this too, Clover. When I think a guy can smell when girls are used to getting things from men, because usually when you're about that life, you really don't have to ask.
Mhm.
You don't. They'll be like, what do you need? Hey, did you eat today? I just sent you money. Oh, you getting your hair done and your nails this week? Here's some money. Where can I send it? It's just given. It's not something you really need to ask for. If you allude to it, they'll give it to you.
Mhm.
So you also want to think about, how is it that I'm showing up in the world? How
So guys are out here just giving money for the sake of it? I doubt it. I doubt guys. I mean, there are guys who are probably just dishing out money for the sake of it, maybe, but I doubt guys are just giving out money for the sake of it. Especially the kind of guys, men she's talking about who are going to take you shopping. I'm sure they need some pum pum before they spend all the money like that. But what do you guys think? Crazy dating world we have. We're living in crazy dating standards in 2025.